Hello my art viewers, welcome to my channel The Art of Inside Impressions, and that is ear. So you can see here few labels, that is D, B, head, something else. So what are those? Let us discuss. So DG stands for dark grey and LJ stands for light grey and D stands for the darkest region, which are done using darkest grade pencils. So head stands for highlights. So these are the four different grades we need to get in blending ear. So ear blending is so much difficult process if you are not good in blending. So in order to do so, you need to practice blending very well and then you need to draw, or else you'll get the patchy look. So do try to practice blending, then give an attempt. So if you are not good at blending, I am teaching here step by step so you can learn how to do that also easy. First we are dealing with the light grey region. So we filled completely using 2B grade pencil all over the outer area of the ear, and we added few dark spots using 4B, you can see here. So I'm blending using soft tissue paper, which is homemade. So you can see my previous video how to do tissue paper at home, so do watch it. And this is my tissue paper, I'm using it. So do a blending properly and then we'll go to next process. And our next process is to fill the dark grey area. So here I'm using 2B pencil only, but I'm giving little bit pressure in order to get a dark tone. So do fill the dark grey area, which is denoted as DG, and I'm also filling the D part, which is actually dark. We need to do it with 10B grade pencil, but initially I'll fill it with 2B only, then we'll add the other layer on layer. So that will be the process, but now you need to add 2B grade pencil itself. So do write your labels correctly. So if you want, I'll provide image, just a second. And yeah, you can see properly, and you should also label in this way, and this will be easy process. So do fill with me and do with me, so it will really help you a lot. So after observing that image, do label it properly and do according to yourself. So I wrote LG, DG, so it's up to you. You can mark as usual or you can change things, but do remember what you are doing. So that is the thing. So after 2B we applied 4B grade pencil. Also we are blending using blending stump. So blending stump, you can also make it at your own place if you want to do so. You can see my playlist, which are tricks. So in that I provided a video how to make blending stump at home. So next we are making few highlights, because here we are having light grey shade. So I erased it because I achieved dark grey, so I corrected it. If you have done properly, it's okay, but sorry for the inconvenience. And now grab your pencil eraser and make few highlights. So here you can see H region, there you need to do highlights. So that will be our next process, or else let us see. So before doing the highlights part, let us cover the light grey area. So you can see the light grey area here, so we'll cover it completely. So bring it towards down, that is light grey area. So you can do with blending stump only if you are comfortable, or else you can apply HP pencil and you can use tissue paper or blending stump then. But already my blending stump is in use, so I'm having the lightest tone over there, so I'm applying directly. So if not, use pencil and then blend it with tissue paper or brush or blending stump. It's okay, but achieve the correct grades, and that will matter the most. and you need to give the correct tones where it is actually required. So don't do it dark, don't do it light. So do according to your reference image. If you are using different reference image, you can do it as usual, or you can take my this outline image and you can do with me. There is no issue, but this is an initial idea of doing ear. So this may be not a actual process. You may have different tricks and tips, so it's okay, you can apply all and you can do. If you observe properly, now we are applying the other grade pencil on the layer which we did with the blending stump. So here I'm having a little darker tone, so that's why I added. So again blend it. Like, see, listen, now we need to blend the both layers in order to not show any difference between the layers. So blend it properly and you should not show any difference. So leave that area that is highlight, so don't forget and apply all over the done. So now we are using 4B grade pencil and we are filling it, and then we'll blend it. Yeah, as usual process completely, because here we'll have the dark tone. So dark means dark, so that hole will be more darker because there will be no light reflection in all. So we'll do up to 10B grade pencil. So I'm having 10B grade pencil, so I'll do it with it. And here the joining part, the both regions should merge properly. There should not be patchy effect between these both regions. So do blend it both regions properly and add few little area or a few little pencil grade and do blend it properly. So here also we'll see dark tone, that is D. You can see here, you can apply directly 4B and 6B and 10B. So I'm using 4B and just fill it. And here you should not worry for anything because there will be no highlights or there will be no light tones. So do apply blindly. And yeah, now I'm done with that dark gray pencil. So I guess these are completely done. So here now we'll fill light tones and we'll add highlights. So that is remaining up to now. And I think our ear should be more dark, so later I'll do it. So first we'll get the initial idea of doing so. And now here also you can see the light highlight region, so I'm not touching that region. So I'm doing the just light tone little darker because it will show proper look. And remember one thing, the highlight should not look completely white and plain. It should look like light and light gray tone, because pure white will not give that satisfying look. So I am using the normal blending brush, which is magic brush, and I did add a layer and I'm adding using HB if you are not satisfied with the tone. So again blend it using tissue paper, blending stump or brush, and do blend properly. So I'm using blending stump in order to do so, and I want here the dark tone because my reference image is having the dark tone here. So let me show my reference image if you are wondering how it is. So let me put up here, wait a second. And this is my reference image, but I'm not following completely because I'm having my own methods to do so. So do follow me. If you have any doubts, you can see my reference image in here, and if you want, I'll provide a link. So I think it is not required because you can find plenty of yours in Pinterest or Google. You can go there and you can search for it, and many are available and free to access. When you are doing ear, make sure you are showing different tones in different area. So that is the most important topic here we are dealing with. So when you are drawing ear, it will have plenty of different tones in it. So if you want to practice blending techniques and all, do different ears and explore different ears, and you will become a pro in doing blending. So trust me and try many ears nose, and the nose region also, it is really tough to blend, but it is really interesting to practice blending techniques. So you can try these techniques and you can become pro. So light gray region, I'm adding light gray region with blending stump only because my blending stump became dirty and it is showing a dark tones when I'm blending. So that's why I use directly the light gray pen, like light gray region directly using blending stump. But if you want to use the same blending stump in the lightest region, you will definitely spoil your artwork. So be conscious and take care of what you are doing and do wholeheartedly. So never leave whitest region, that is highlighted region which you wanna highlight. Don't leave just like that. You need to add few effects in order to bring up the realism. It may look silly, but that is the pro tip of every artist. They'll say highlighted region, but they'll use different brushes and different tones in that region also. But they will make sure that that region is really light than the other region. So according to them, keep up that region light as possible, but don't leave that region without touching. So do remember these pro tips in order to make the realistic outputs and enjoy your enhancement. Just few minutes back we already discussed. So if you observe here, my whitest region is untouched. How it is looking? Just say what is your opinion on that. So do comment in the comment section what is your opinion before filling the tone over it. So now I'm using blending stump and I don't want to leave in this way. So I want to add blending stump, or I want to use the HB or 2B and I want to make different changes. Now let us see before work and after work. Let us see. And now we are going to add few darkest tones here. If you observe, I'm adding, so I don't want to leave as I mentioned directly as it is. I want to make it a realistic look. So do follow these steps in order to get the realistic output. And if your blending stump is already dirty, so you can use directly here. So it will not create any patchy look if it is really dark. So here it is really dark, so I'm using blending stump directly. So as I mentioned in previous video, it will create a patchy look. But here if you are dealing with dark tones, you can add directly. And I am adding one single layer of tone where it is highlights. So to add the one single layer, only single layer, don't apply pressure. So fill it completely and don't leave any patchy effect. So in this way, after filling, grab your 4B pencil, and when you are dealing with the corner of the ear, it will be really dark. So wait, we'll see how it will look. I hope now you will understand how it should look. So make that effect. So we are going to darken this area, complete area. It is really dark, so we'll use a pencil and we'll blend it as usual process. But make sure here you need to show three tones. One below is light gray, and left side is dark, and upwards it is dark gray. So make sure you're showing the differences. And after observing the reference image, I felt it is little bit darker, so I wanna add other layer here. So I'm adding other layer and I'm blending. So here I'm doing it completely. So you can also add other layer because the reference image is little bit darker than the actual image, so I want to add up. So there is no issue if you leave it like that also, it is no issue. And make sure you are blending properly, and I'm adding other layer here also. So it is like a layer, adding one layer on everything. So dark tone, other dark tone layer. So in that way you need to do. So here also I added completely and I'm blending. So blend it properly and make sure your ear is looking really smooth. And here is the tip again. So whenever you are feeling like you are doing wrong, do compare it with reference image and do compare the tone of reference image and don't make any mistake. As I did, I added other layers, so I escaped from doing mistake. So you should also compare here and there, because everything will be different from our expectations, so reality will be different, so you need to compare every time. So when you are adding, make sure you're blending properly and don't leave the patchy effect. So use tissue paper only, it will give this soft look. So it is our last layer, right? So you need to get the pro look and do erase the extras. As I did, I erased the all extras using kneaded eraser or pencil eraser, anything is fine, but do it cleanly, so your art should look clean and completely. And if you enjoyed this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and tap the bell icon to get new notifications. And thanks for watching, and drop a like and comment. Thank you.